All right, y'all, what's going on? It's Combo Breaker 99 back with another post-fight reaction discussion video. Yo, I meant to do this one earlier, man. I meant to do this right after the fight, but, we just been talking about the big win this past weekend, Zhang Weili versus Tatiana Suarez. But, hey, man, look, if you a fan of MMA, this is one not to miss. If you missed it, you got to go back and watch this one, man. But, yo, this main event was crazy, man. I tuned into it that night, and as I was watching it, I thought we were just watching a little technical matchup here between these two fighters. A lot of respect shown, but as the fight went on, bang, boom, head kick knockout, man. This was crazy main event, man. Rose Conceicao, who was the LFA strawweight champion, was taking on the challenger here, Lany Silva. And, man, this girl right here, Lany Silva, the new champion, she's one to watch out for. She scored a big fifth-round head kick knockout, man. I mean, it just came out of nowhere. I mean, I saw the setup throughout round 4 and even the early rounds, but the way it came in round 5, man, it just really capped the fight off, man. I mean, the fight was good as far as a technical matchup, but, yeah, this was a big one, man. This one is definitely going down as another one of those crazy knockouts for LFA, man. But, yeah, man, Rose Conceicao, she's the LFA champion, as y'all know I talked about over here before. She was supposed to be fighting Natasha Kusatina, who was the interim champion. But as y'all know, she went to GFL now, so they won't be making that fight. So now she took on this young 22-year-old here, this kickboxer in Lany Silva. And, man, this girl's skills right here, man, it's crazy. I mean, right from the jump in the first round, I'll say this, like the first 2 rounds did go to the champion, Rose. I think Rose Conceicao was doing a good job of just, keeping her distance and trying to get her respect, with her own striking. She was landing some nice body shots here and there and some good, clinch work shots and some good leg kicks every now and then. But Lany Silva, I know she was just kind of waiting. Like, she was just kind of waiting and feeling out the first 2 rounds because first 2 rounds, Rose was building up the lead with her striking. She was landing the better strikes. But as time went on, Lany Silva, she started to turn it up. And by round 3, she started letting more shots go. She started putting her shots together, landing some nice body kicks here and there, landing some nice right hands, and just really starting to control the distance on Rose. And Rose, she's more of a wrestler, right? She's starting to really put her striking together. I think she probably should have started wrestling in the first 2 rounds to really wear out Silva and just kind of put that ground game on her. But what was crazy is, man, Silva, turned the aggression on in round 3 and just started putting combinations together and landed some good body kicks and some hard leg kicks, too. She landed some good body kicks, though, man, in this fight. And a couple of them were echoing. But Rose went in to finally turn into a wrestler when the striking started getting rough. But she scores a takedown, but Silva bounces back up, and Silva scores her own takedown, So the fight was pretty competitive in the first 2 rounds. It was just a little bit more towards Rose's favor, but in rounds 3 and 4, that's where Lany Silva started to pick it up and show, okay, look, this is my takedown defense and this is the speed I possess. So by the end of round 4, I had it 2-2. I had it 2-2 here, but the momentum was definitely going towards the challenger here. And at the end of the majority of round 4, man, like, Conceicao was getting ripped to the body, man. Silva was kicking her to the stomach multiple times. Like, a couple of them were echoing, man. Like, she caught her with maybe, like, one good shot, then one good body kick, then hit her with a knee to the body. Then she caught her with another body kick later in the round that kind of backed her up. Then she caught her with another one to the body. So I thought a body knockout was coming at some point, the way she was eating these kicks here. So Conceicao was really on the back foot in this later part of round 4. But going into round 5, this was pretty much anybody's round at this point. But I could see Silva starting to really build up the lead, right? She was just landing some good jabs and strikes from the outside, still focusing on the body. And if y'all seen the Shi Ming knockout over, what's her name, Falcon, that, what is it, Feng Xiao Tan, yeah. If y'all remember that, watch this fight here, man, because it was kind of the same setup. Body kicks throughout the 4th round, body kicks and leg kicks throughout the 5th round. Then out of nowhere, boom, head kick, knockout. Rose Conceicao was flat on her back the same way Feng Xiao Tan was. I mean, it was like the same exact knockout. I mean, it was crazy. Same thing, man, knockout and the walk-off. you know. So I was just like, wow. I mean, this was what you want to see in a main event. You know, the majority of the card was a lot of, was finishes. But to cap it off with this main event and the way it ended and it just came out of nowhere, that's what you want to see in a knockout. And that's what you want to see in a promising fighter like Lany Silva. So, yeah, shout out to Lany Silva, man, new strawweight champion for LFA. Definitely got to say from what I've seen from her, I see a lot of calmness from a 22-year-old, a lot of patience, nothing too crazy, sneaky power. Also, her own sneaky ground game and takedown defense. So, we'll see what they're going to do with this young girl right here. Maybe she'll defend her belt a couple of times, which I think she should defend her belt. She's only 22 years old. Get as many wins as you can, get as much experience as you can. No rush to the UFC. But if they just build her right, I think that, this girl, she'll be a problem when she gets to the UFC. We got another Silva on our hands. These little Silvers, they've been racking up the wins and making some noise. But, yeah, man, shout out to Rose Conceicao. Just wasn't her night. I think she spent too much time on the feet trying to strike with this young lady, but she ate too many body kicks, and it was just a beautiful setup, man. I might do a little breakdown on, how, body kicks and body punching is so important, because this set up a beautiful knockout in the same, in the same way Valentina did against Jessica Ai. The same way Shea Ming did against Feng Xiaotan, things like that. You just love seeing that in the fight, man. You love seeing that in the striker, man. So, yeah, shout out to the new champion, Lany Silva. If y'all missed this fight, definitely check it out, y'all. I need to start covering more LFA fights on time like this and going back to doing this like I used to. But, yeah, definitely check this one out, guys. Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Subscribe. Peace.